Hello and welcome to For Riel. Today we are going to do the 5 important tips for riding a scooter or motorbike in Southeast Asia. Tip number 1 is check your bike. If you're renting or buying a motorcycle or scooter, it's very important to check your bike when you do buy it or do rent it. If you are renting motorcycles, it's also highly recommended that you take a small video of your scooter or motorcycle just to see if there's any scratches, dents, anything broken. So when you do return it to the rental person, you can show on the video, so that scratch was there. They have video evidence that the scratch was there before, so they won't charge you. Also, it's very important that you check the tyres, the brakes, the lights, the indicators. Okay, not many people use indicators, but it's very important to check those things. The biggest and most important thing, two things to check are the brakes and the tread on the tyres. Another weird fact about driving in Southeast Asia, that if you cannot drive during the day with your lights on, that is actually illegal and you can get pulled over. Tip number 2 is always wear a helmet. I know when you ride through Southeast Asia, a lot of people won't be wearing helmets. Don't be one of those people. As you are in a developing country for the majority of the time in Southeast Asia, the healthcare system might not be up to par to the country you have travelled from. So it's very important to protect yourself as much as possible with all the... Also other protective gear, long sleeve shirts, gloves if you've got them, definitely shoes. Shoes are very important. I have seen new riders learning for their first time in Vietnam and Thailand, going along the road with a pair of flip-flops or sandals on, just with those flip-flops and sandals planted on the ground and going along with the scooter. Shoes are very important. Also, if you are coming to Southeast Asia, we do recommend that you bring your own helmet over. A lot of the helmets here aren't certified. You don't know what you're really getting. A lot of knockoff helmets also. Do not go and buy a $1 or $2 helmet. It will not save you, so it's just practically putting a plastic hat on. So if you are coming to Southeast Asia and you are planning to buy or rent a scooter or a motorcycle in Southeast Asia, it is very important to bring a helmet. Also, the other advantage, if you are renting a motorbike or scooter, that the rental helmets can be very disgusting, and also the size and the fit may not be adequate also. Tip number 3, get a license, or at least go and do a driving or riding course in your home country. A lot of people come to Southeast Asia, think they are motorbike geniuses, hop on a motorbike and ride straight into a car. Most countries in Southeast Asia don't acknowledge the international driver's license. So if you do have a crash or pulled over by the police, you don't really have a leg to stand on. So it's very important that you do make yourself fully aware of any techniques or tips that can actually help you when you are riding through these countries. Okay, tip number 4, be aware. Always be aware of your surroundings. As you can see, when you're coming down this road, there'll be motorcycles going the wrong side of the road, cars will pull out in front of you, there'll be dogs, there'll be every kind of vehicle you could possibly think of on the road. There's a lot of younger people on motorcycles and scooters in Southeast Asia. The legal age for riding a motorcycle is 15 years old. You will see a lot of children under this age riding along the roads. So just be mindful, if you are in an accident or you do cause injury or death while riding around Southeast Asia, you will be in a lot of trouble because you have not got a legal license. So be extra wary, extra cautious, and even have a long think about if you even want to ride a motorcycle or scooter in these countries. Public transport is very cheap, but freedom of a motorcycle and scooter is amazing. Also, you have to watch out for potholes and any debris on the ground. There's a lot of sand and the roads aren't very well kept. There's hardly any stoplights or signs in Siem Reap itself or other Asian countries. So you have to be aware of everything around you. Take in as much as you can. Always scan when you're riding. Don't take anything for granted. If someone's got a blinker on, do not expect them to actually turn. They could have left it on for 20 minutes. So when you are riding around Southeast Asia, it's very important to be aware of your surroundings. Very, very critical. Okay, tip number 5. Watch as much YouTube or other informational videos about how to ride in Southeast Asia. The countries do differ slightly in their riding techniques. Vietnam has a beeping culture. That's why you'll hear a lot of beeping. They will actually beep when they're behind you, beep when they're overtaking you, beep when they're pulling out. Here they do beep not as much. I think they're trying to cut down on the beeping as it was annoying everyone involved. But beeping is actually, I find it very calming when you're riding because you know what's around you. All you have to do is focus on what's in front. They do beep here if you're going around a blind corner, which is very helpful, or if they're going extremely fast, they will beep as well. So the main point is to get as much information as possible, so this will help you when you do arrive here and don't be too overwhelmed. I hope you enjoyed these 5 tips for driving safely in Southeast Asia. Please like and subscribe down the bottom. We're putting out a few more of these vlogs, these motor vlogs in the upcoming future, as I do not like walking because it's so hot. So everyone stay safe out there in these uncertain times. From Claire and myself, have a good one.